Hi, welcome to my channel, Bookkraves with Giselle. What's up, what's the scene? How are you going? I hope you're doing well. We're almost at the end of 2021. Can you imagine that it has almost been 1 year since I started my YouTube channel? Like, that is so mind-blowing. Like, I never even thought that I would start a YouTube channel. Like, I knew I loved reading, but it never crossed my mind to do booktube, and I was encouraged to do it, so I did it, and I'm so happy that I did do it. Like, I had so many wonderful experiences, which I'll probably share in another video. But this video today, I am going to do a reading vlog. I am about to start Wicked Empire by Tracy Lorraine, and this is book 3 in the series. And I'm like, you know what? Let me read this book. Like, the series has been going so well. Book 1, I'll put up the cover. Absolutely loved that book. That book just had me so engrossed. You know, when you just start a book and the story just grabs you, and that is what happened with Stella and Sebastian, where Stella started this new school and she met Sebastian like the night or the weekend before the semester started, and they hooked up in a grave site. So you know, that just screams that this book is going to be exciting, that is going to have so many twists and turns. And as the story unfolds between Sebastian and Stella, you realize that Sebastian is part of some type of mafia. This is a high school like bully romance, and yeah, you have that bullying aspect, but Stella is able to hold her own against Sebastian and his friends. You have so many secrets unfolding in the story, and the tension and the chemistry between Stella and Sebastian is just sizzling in book 1. And then we go on to book 2, because when she found out like the big secret, it was just too much for her to deal with. So she decided, you know what, I'm just going to cross the lake. I'm just going to go to the US and chill out with my friends for a while. And Sebastian, he just was not having that. And so he went and he brought back Stella and convinced her, you know what, we should do this. We should be, you know, we should just make it official, be boyfriend, girlfriend. And so they did that. However, there's someone out to get Stella. There's someone out to kill her. Because in the first book, she ends up in the hospital, like she's stabbed and she almost dies, which is why she runs away, because all of this could have been avoided if her dad had just tell her the truth. Like, she found out that she had a brother that she knew nothing about. And so with book 2, you saw where their relationship transformed, and Sebastian was not as arrogant as before, and he calmed down a bit, which I did love, because he was super over the top, but you know, it was all good. So now at the end of book 2, you have where the killer found her. Who is the killer? I have absolutely no idea. You don't have a clue who is behind this girl, the reason why they're out to get her. Like, you have like suspects that, you know, it could be someone, but it is not detailed, it is not clear. So I'm like, you know what, I need to read book 3 and just record my reaction to this book, because the series, it has been going really well. I have my breakfast, my little toast and avocados, and I have my green tea. I love green tea. I'm having like peppermint green tea. So let's get into this book. If you have not subscribed to my channel, subscribe to Bookkraves. I'm also on Instagram, Bookreads, as well as Twitter, Facebook, so you can follow me there as well. I post books that I'm reading. I do book tours. I do book reviews. Like, literally, I come on here and I tell you my thoughts about books that have just been recently released. Some of these books could be popular, some could not, some are probably indie authors. Like, I read everything. So yeah, if you enjoy romance books and you're looking for a booktuber, you know, I am here. Subscribe to my channel and like this video. So let's start to read. off with a bang, like boom. Like I knew at the end of book 2, someone got injured. I never anticipated that it would be Sebastian and Toby. So Toby is Stella's brother. I never thought like both of them would be shot and have to be taken to the hospital. Who knows who's going to live, who's going to die? Like, I'm so excited. Like, I wasn't expecting that. Like, I was hoping by some miracle, yeah, Stella heard gunshots at the end of book 2, but who knew both of them? She just discovered that she has a stepbrother. Like, is he going to die? I know Sebastian has to live, obviously, right? Because he's a hero. But is there a possibility that Toby is going to die? Your toast and avocado is so delicious. I love it so much. Ugh. Just love it. I can eat this every day for breakfast. Every single day. I am so over Stella and Sebastian. Like, I am just into 11% of the book and they're going at it. Like, there's no build up. I love the story, but 11% and they're already getting it on. Oh God, yes. Like, I love the build up. Like, I'm all for, you know, those steamy scenes, but when there's no build up to it, it just takes away from the story. It just takes away from the intensity and the chemistry of these two main characters. The story's going so well. I still don't know who is responsible for shooting Sebastian and Toby, but okay. He's barely out of the hospital 24 hours and they're going at it. But it's not intense. It's like, I'm hot for you, you're hot for me, let's do it. Like, I'm not about that. I need the build up. I need that explosion. I know you all can relate to what I'm talking about. But we're still going to continue reading it because we need to know who this killer is, right? So I am 40% into Wicked Empire. Yeah, Sebastian and Stella, they are getting it on. No big deal. It's not as intense as book 1 or book 2. And the killer has made additional attempts on Stella's life and is now involving Sebastian's family members. We have a traitor amongst us, so they realize, listen, the person that is trying to take them out, or particularly take out Stella, is someone close to them, and also close to Stella's friend Emily's family because she is part of a MC club. However, things are really intense between Theo and Emmy, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish that they took their relationship to the other level within this book, but I know it's not going to happen as this series is just focused on Sebastian and Stella. But yeah, nothing much has happened. I'm starting to feel sleepy. This story isn't unfolding as great as the previous books in the series. Like the third book, I don't know how to feel about it. Like the first two were really good. It had me so engrossed. It was so enticing. And this one is like, when is this going to happen? When is that going to happen? I'm feeling a bit disappointed. I'm not going to DNF the story. It's still a really good book. It's just not happening the way that I thought it would happen. Like, hopefully things will pick up. Maybe closer to 50%. Every time I go, pow! And I'll be like, oh, so this is what was going on. So this was the plan. I hope it has the suspense that I am anticipating, but we're gonna wait and see. Yeah. Sleepy is an understatement right now. I was up so late editing a video and I slept like 2 hours. So I am super sleepy right now and super tired. Look at my face. Super tired. It is after 2. I do not sleep in the daytime and like I really want to sleep right now. This book not helping. Because I think I know who is behind trying to kill Stella. I think it is Toby's dad, because who's ever instigating this thing, they need to have some sort of power and authority and the resources to do it, and his dad has it because he's part of the Mafia organization, so it's pointing in his direction. But who knows, you know, there's always a plot twist somewhere. We'll keep reading. I'm at 47%. I have like 2 hours and 15 minutes left in this book, so I'm hoping I get through this so quickly. I need to start something else. So it is night now and I went to sleep because I was feeling really exhausted. I'm currently at 80% in the book, and that is where something finally happened, where they have an idea who is doing what to Stella. And I find that within this book, the story is just thrown out, trying to figure out who is doing this and not coming up with any conclusive idea of who's doing what or why they're doing it. And I feel as though, yes, it has something to do with some family secrets, but yes, they pointed us in the direction of someone, but who knows if it's that person attacking Stella and her friends and endangering everyone. I am completely over this book right now. It is just too drawn out. I cannot connect with the main characters. I love the characters, don't get me wrong. It is just that the story is no longer holding my interest. It is no longer captivating. You know, when a story captivates you, you just want to go from page to page. Like, you become so hooked and so engrossed in the story. I don't have that, and I really want to DNF this book. I've only DNF like 1 or 2 other books at the beginning of this year. I try really hard not to DNF a book. It is just, I cannot connect with the characters. And then there's so many steamy scenes, and I'm like, why is there so many steamy scenes? It is pointless, and it doesn't add anything really to the story. It takes away from it. I feel as though it was trying to make up for what is lacking in the story, and it is a plot twist. I think that is what this story needed. You have an entire book that's drawn out with someone trying to hurt Stella and the guys trying to figure out who was doing it and people getting hurt. Literally, that was it. There's nothing else in the book. There's nothing like really going on with any of the other characters to just, you know, try to bring something new. There's absolutely nothing. Am I going to read the last 20% of the book? Of course I am, and I will let you know. So stay tuned. finally get a plot twist. Finally, yeah, 81, 82%. Finally get a plot twist. Now things got interesting, and now I want to read a book. This should have happened in like 50% of the book, and that way you have more intense situation. You have a hunt, you have them trying to find this person, locate this person going into hiding. But no, we got it at 80% of the book, so obviously we know they're going to capture the person just now and kill them. Like, it took 82% of me reading this book for it to finally get interesting. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe it. Like, I almost gave up. I almost gave up. Finally, we get some juice. Finally, okay? I'll check back here. There was no surprise really to the ending of the book with who did what. Absolutely no surprise. We did get a bit of surprise regarding Toby, which is all well and good, but did it add anything to the book? No, it sure did not. What I enjoyed though was the extended story. We got a little intro into Emmy and Theo's story, so you already knew that, okay, so there was chemistry and there was definitely something brewing between the both of them. However, nothing happened in Wicked Empire. However, Deviant King, I had to read that one because they are getting their own story. However, if I do read that book and I realize that the same thing is going to happen, I have to read 80% of the book to really get the juice, to get the essence of the story. The hell no, I'm not going to read so far again. I'm not doing that again. This series that I am reading, that I'm talking about, it is a young adult, new adult, contemporary romance. Literally only within the first book there's bullying, nothing after that, because they become a couple by the end of the first book, so not much bullying take place. If I have to rate book one is a 4-5. Book 2, it is more a 4. Book 3 is a 3 or a 2. The overall rating of this series, I would give it a 3.5. Yeah, that is harsh. Yeah, it just like went downhill. Like, book 1 was so good. It was so good and it set the bar so high, and now it's like, hello, where did all the juiciness go? Where did all the excitement go? Where did it go? I don't know. Like, book 1 got everything and book 2 and book 3 didn't get as much. I did enjoy book 2, but not as much as book 1, and I enjoyed book 3 the least. So this new Mafia high school romance, it is an okay read. Is it the best that I've read this year? No. Did I enjoy it? It was okay, but it is not something that I would recommend. It's definitely not going to make a recommendation list for me. If I had to recommend Mafia romances, bullying romances, or if I had to recommend young adult romances, I would most likely recommend book 1, but you cannot read book 1 without completing the series. Like, it's just incomplete. It's not a standalone, so you have to read the series, and for that reason I will not recommend book 1 or put it on a recommendation list, because it doesn't make sense. Everyone is just going to be, I'll put it on the recommendation list, and then persons are just going to be disappointed. What is the point of that? I hope you enjoyed this reading vlog. If you'd like me to do more videos like this, let me know. Make sure and comment down below. Subscribe to my channel. Like this video. Definitely give it a thumbs up. You can comment down below and hit the notification bell so you will know when I post a video, and look out until I post another one.